I'm inside Newry State Forest, but I'm on a boundary between Newry State Forest and Gladstone State Forest, but I'm in a plantation area in Newry State Forest. This area here is plantation. You can clearly see that. It's much smaller canopy than the large trees around it. And here is another patch of plantation. But all of this in between is original remnant forest. If you look at this large canopy tree here, as I say, it's on the edge of the plantation. I'm not even going to attempt to do a bush bash, but there is that tree, a nice large tree with a beautiful canopy on the edge of the plantation. But the problem that we have in the Great Koala National Park, as it's currently proposed, is lack of connectivity. So what you're seeing here is an image of one particular plantation that I'm in, but it is what separates this koala assessment area here and this hub here from this assessment area here and this hub here. Without protecting these forest areas inside the plantations, the Great Koala National Park will not be viable. We need a greater koala park. So I'm just a few metres further up the gully from that large blue gum. There it is through the forest, and I'm inside native forest but zone plantation. Here's a beautiful original tree, probably a blue gum, circumference of 2.4, diameter of 77. That can be cut by forestry and sold as plantation timber. So I'll just show you what I'm in. I'm in a very lovely patch of moist forest, mesic forest, some dry characteristics. Here we go. And then over here we have a nice red ash, Alphitonia excelsa. Beautiful canopy, lovely forest, but zone plantation and available for logging. We'll go further up and along the ridge and you can see what else there is here. This is pure native forest. Here's a really nice tallow wood. Another one here, double tallow. And then lovely gum. And behind it, a really nice bloodwood. There's the canopy up in there. Inside this really fine piece of moist forest. And that's even a brush box there. Really diverse. Look at the size of those vines. And just to remind you again, this area is zoned plantation. There's no indication that this is a gully or this is going to be set aside. This is fully available for wood production. And this is basically what is happening. Outside the so-called Great Koala National Park assessment area, separated by these two plantations, completely cutting off Newry State Forest from Gladstone, severing the corridor and rendering the population in Newry totally unviable if all this area is not included inside a greater koala park. And here I am out of the plantation, inside the hub, adjacent to the assessment area, and surprise, surprise, it's nothing but regrowth forest, because of course all the while those remnants have stayed there over time, forestry has been into the state forest and flogged the living daylights out of it.